Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anshel, and today's video is all about how I chose the dental school I chose, what determining factors I used, and then at the end of the video I will be revealing which dental school I ended up choosing, so stay tuned. First, let's get this out of the way. Cost. Yes, cost of attendance is important. It is, and it's the main thing that everybody says, like, oh, you know, I chose because this school is cheaper, I chose because, you know, this town was cheaper. We're gonna be in debt regardless. That's how I see it. My schools ended up not being that big of a difference, so I kind of took the thought out of mind, like, yes, I want the cheaper school because, you know, it is thousands of dollars of a difference, but it's not so much a determining factor, like, okay, this is cheaper, this is the choice. I couldn't make my decision based off of that. It didn't feel right to me. The second thing is the city, the environment. Where is the school located? Are you okay with the weather? Are you okay with the town itself? Does the town have culture? Are you looking for, you know, public transportation? Are you looking to have a car and be able to, you know, have easier access to things? What are you looking for in terms of a city? Before I went to school in a small town where the Walmart closed at 10, and it was good for me then. It wasn't that much activity, but you know, what do I want now? I had to think about things like that. Class size was another thing that I wanted to look at, like how big was the class? What's the student-teacher ratio, or, you know, student-doctor ratio, whatever, you know, your school has. Will I have enough attention? Will I have, you know, will I be able to see them during available office hours? All that stuff is important. If I have a question, I want to be able to ask it. I want to be able to connect to my professors and, you know, have a conducive learning environment. So, you know, do you work better in small class sizes, or do you like a lot of students? Because, you know, more opportunities for study groups, you know, whatever works for you. Specialty programs. As of right now, I'm not sure if I want to specialize or just do general, but I do want the opportunity. I want to be able to have the choice to do that. One school had a plethora of specialty programs while the other one did not. And again, that wasn't a major determining factor, but it would be nice to have options and to be able to make connections while I'm in school with these different specialists, you know, while I'm there. The fifth thing is diversity. Diversity is extremely important to me because representation matters, and it's important to me that I attend a school that understands that tries to have that representation, because, you know, we'll have patients from every walk of life. We'll have patients from, you know, different parts of the world, and you learn so much when you have different cultures around you, and you know, whether it be classmates or, you know, your patients. But it's important as a patient to come in and feel comfortable. Can somebody in there speak your language? Can somebody understand your religious belief, your cultural differences? So the diversity was, you know, a huge thing for me. I want to be in a diverse environment. My last determining factor, which just so happens to be my most important, is the feeling I got while I was at my interviews. I was told at one that the wrong place will have you feeling like you're doing the wrong thing, and I think it's absolutely true. I was at one of my interviews and I was walking around doing the tour. I had already, you know, spoke, did like, you know, had my whole like speaking part of the interview done, and we're doing the tour of the school, and all I could think the entire time was, is this really for me? Like, and that is not the place that you should be having feelings like that, you know? And I didn't get that feeling at any other interview, so that was a red flag. That's probably not the place for you. So that's important. Did the school give you a warm vibe? Did it give you a competitive vibe? Like, what are you looking for? Do you want, you know, a really strict, stiff, competitive school? Do you want a warm family type of environment? Do you want, you know, what are you looking for as far as that feeling goes? So I just had to have the right feeling, and I just had to feel it in my gut, honestly. when it came to making my final decision. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This decision on which school to choose was literally one of the hardest decisions that I've ever had to make. It brought tears, it brought belly aches, like it was just really, really stressful for me, and I don't think it should have been that stressful, but I felt a sense of responsibility with my decision because I do feel like I'm choosing this career and I'm doing what I'm doing for a reason that's a lot larger than myself. And I feel like every little Black girl or every little girl of color, you know, is watching, and I'm mindful of that. So I just want to, you know, do things outside of myself. One of my schools lacked a lot of diversity, and it ended up being my #1 school that I originally thought was my #1 school. Lacked a lot of diversity, and that's a major one for me. And I wasn't sure if it was my responsibility to go there to increase that diversity, to start talking to the office about, you know, hey, you know, we need people of color here, we need representation here, because I don't see it, I don't feel it. And in my interview, the students didn't seem happy, and that's so huge for me. I asked students at every single one of my interviews, like, hey, like, are you guys happy? Are you happy with your choice? Are you happy with the school? How do you feel about it? At one particular school, not one student told me yes. Another red flag. So I wasn't sure if I was supposed to go there to increase diversity or go to the school that had been working on their diversity and doing a great job at it. Like, am I supposed to be this advocate, or am I supposed to go where I have community and I have, you know, my friends and I have people that I love there that can help me? What am I supposed to do? So it was definitely a hard decision, but I decided to choose me and to not try to be an advocate and to make sure that I'm going to be comfortable in a place. I had friends help me with this, and I'll probably add a clip from a friend letting me know that this was my time to be selfish.
So this is going to be too long to type, so I just tried to record my answer. So I agree with your best friend that it is important to be an advocate for change, but not at your own well-being. So I think that you can be the voice that you want to see for Vegas, UNLV, and getting more Black kids in there, but know that the reason more Black people aren't in there is systemic, right? So systemic issues are not cured by one person, they're cured by teams of people over time. Now, the importance of that is not getting lost in the sauce and making yourself a sacrificial lamb in the process. So like sacrificing your mental health and wellness and well-being in the name of getting more Black people at UNLV. Because dental school, like medical school, is such a difficult time already. It's arguably the most difficult academic time you'll have, not because it's impossible, but just because it's challenging. It's like you're near the mountaintop. So it's gonna be tough to get that last hurdle. You need all the support you can get. You need to be in a place where you're happy and feel supported. And I'll tell you what my mentor told me, and I'll just sub out medical for dental. Dental school is a selfish time in your life where it's okay to be selfish. And not only is it okay to be selfish, it's going to be necessary for you to be selfish for you to be successful in certain ways. Selfish with your time, selfish with your energy, selfish with your attention span. And it feels counterintuitive for people like us because we're not selfish people by nature. We're used to giving, but we're gonna spend our lives in careers of service, in careers of giving. But the thing is, if we're not properly selfish with our time now, we're not gonna get to those opportunities to have a career. So it's important that you're selfish with yourself and your energy and your time right now to make sure that you secure a career of giving for the future. That's my 2 cents.
So, with that being said, I will be right back with my decision.
No, I can't even find a place to start. How do I choose between my head and heart? till it ceases, I'll never know. How do you get up from an all-time low?
Forget the past, really I don't know today. I could be your tour guide, I think you should go away. Don't know where you need to be, I don't know what you see in me, but I think that is ludicrous. Ludicrous, that's DTP. A fraction of your friction is feeding into addiction. Permitting my intuition doesn't suffer from division. My decision of revision has risen into a vision, perceived like a position and thinking at a collision. Well, it's imminent. Go berserk up in this bitch, you would think they're eminent. And I think about ending it, pretending it really doesn't get to me. Well, I'll address it right away in every single second, every moment, every night and day that I try to convince you just to leave. But I think it's so simple that we've got to this crossroad, but I need to decide, cause the pressure starts to build and you're way harder to hide. And
Praying won't do it, hating won't do it, drinking won't do it, fighting won't knock you out of my head. Hiding won't hide it, smiling won't hide it, like I ain't tried it, everyone's tried it now, and fail somehow.
you're the reason that I'm here, you're the reason that I'm gone, you're the reason that I'm right, you're the reason that I'm wrong, you're the reason that I love her, you're the reason that I hate her, you're the reason that I fuck her.
Yes, guys, I am moving to Boston and I'm going to Tufts University, and I'm extremely excited. I've lived on the West Coast, I've lived down south, I did a program up north, and now it's time for my East Coast experience. I decided that it would be nice for me to be well-rounded and just kind of travel, get that extra experience on the other side of the country. I do hate the cold, so that's going to be a journey, and I can't wait to take you guys along with me. I'm extremely excited. I have a lot of my friends from my master program that's going to be there. I have a built-in study group basically, so that's lit. It was a hard decision for my brain, but it was one of the easiest decisions for my heart. Like, I had the gut feeling the entire time. The way that I felt at that school, I felt right at home. The staff there were amazing. The students there were amazing. You know, the city had so much culture, but the school just seems like it's going to be an amazing place. And yeah, my heart knew all along, so yeah, see you guys in Boston. But thank you guys so much for watching. This is a lot longer than I thought it would be. I wasn't trying to ramble on, but yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell everybody you know, and I hope you got something from the video. My head looks so big in this. I got the beanie because it's cold, so it's gonna be cold there. I look like a chola.